Hi guys, and welcome to TezMania TV. Today's video is another DIY video, and today I'm going to be doing something that I've done in a couple of previous videos, but obviously in new versions, and that is converting t-shirts into cool tank tops. So it's all about clothing recycling. I'm sure all of you have a bunch of t-shirts laying at home just waiting to be turned into something new and cool. I know I do. So before we get started, again, I do have videos on this already. There are millions of different ways to do cool things with t-shirts. For instance, this one that I'm wearing right now, this used to be a Marilyn Manson t-shirt, but now so there are a lot of ways to be creative. If you guys have your own tips on cool things to do with t-shirts, I'd love to hear them. You can post them in the comments here or on Facebook if you like. And sorry if my voice kind of disappears a little bit on and off. I still have a little bit of a cold, so that's why it sounds like I've been drinking all night. T-shirt number one looks like this before anything has been done to it. It is a t-shirt that my boyfriend gave to me, and it says, "Assume nothing, question everything." And I know he really loved this t-shirt. He's been wearing it a lot, but after a while it gets kind of ruined from deodorant and stuff, and the only way to kind of salvage that is by cutting the sleeves off. And obviously he's not interested in them anymore, so he gives them to me. So I have like stacks of boyfriend t-shirts. So yeah, I'm gonna start working on this one. And I'm going to start by cutting the sleeves completely off, and for this one I'm going to go with kind of a diamond shape. So I'm going to be leaving this as a high neckline, but then cut it down like so, and then give it this pointy end down here. It's really super simple. If you want to be very meticulous, you can always draw out the lines like using a makeup pen or something like that before you cut, but I kind of like to do the cheater's way, which is cutting first, then using the piece you've cut off to mirror it on the other side. But everyone just do what you're comfortable with. Alright, so I'm going to start by cutting off the sleeves, like I said, but I'm not going to cut like as close to the neckline as I can because I want to keep a little bit of that. So I'm going to move a couple centimeters out from the neckline and start there. And then work my way down. That is one sleeve, and then I'm flipping that for the other side so that I know where to cut here. Sleeves are done. Now if you like, you can leave the existing neckline, but I'm not a really big fan of the t-shirt neckline, so I'm going to cut this off. So I'll just start by making a little cut up here, and then I'm just following this all the way around. Once we're done up here, it's time to create that sort of pointy shape like this. And the thing about t-shirts, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the t-shirt that has sewn edges, and they're never straight. Never ever on t-shirts. Like if I were to put these straight, look what happens to the print. Everything is just switched around. So I'm going to follow the print instead because that's what I want to keep and focus. So these sewn edges here might be a little off, but I don't really care about that. The most important thing to me is that the print looks good. Best way to get around this problem is to only use t-shirts that don't have sewn sides. Okay, and I'm going to start pretty high up here. I'm leaving maybe 10 centimeters or so, and then I'm going to cut down towards the middle. And then do the same thing as before, which is switching this around to match it on the other side. And then cut on the other side. You can leave it flat like this if you like, or you can make it come to a perfect point. Now it's sort of diamond shaped, which I think is pretty cool. So this is step one. If you're happy with the way it looks right now, then you can keep it like this. This is what it looks like on right now. One more thing that you can do to adjust, as you can see, I get these kind of flares of leftover fabric up here. If you have bigger boobs, this shouldn't be a problem, but there's a way to fix this, and you basically just take that little fold, and you press it down, and then you sew that. So you do that same thing for both sides. Take that fold, press it down, and then sew. That was step one, so we now have a complete top, so you can keep it like this or you can move on to step two. And I like this top like this, so I'm going to recreate all the first steps and then move on to step two on a second t-shirt. And I'm going to be using this t-shirt, so I'm going to repeat all the steps that I did for the first one, and then we're going to add some more changes. I'm not going to keep the diamond shape in the back, so I'm going to start by cutting the bottom triangle off. So I'm going to cut at the lower mark for where the pointy end starts, then just cut the back one off. I'll just fold it in like I did now and then cut it alongside the fold. Now again, here's another version of the t-shirt. If you like it to be pointy only in the front and then cropped like this in the back, here you go. You have another one. Okay, so the next step for me right now is we're still on the back, so I'm just taking the middle, laying it out like so. So this is the middle back, so what's left of the back, or the middle back at least. And from here, I'm going to cut slits all into the back. And once you cut them all, to get that sort of spaghetti effect, you have to tug on them. And there you have it. If you like, you can braid the back by braiding these. I think I want to leave it the way it is because I think it looks more trashy and fun that way. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna do more of these videos going forward. I'll just have to have time for it. But if you have any specific requests of stuff that you want to see me recycle, then go ahead and post those in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!